Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ahmad bin Shamsul Baharin. My metric ID number is MA22007. So today I will present to you about one of the various tools used in Six Sigma, which is Ishikawa diagram, or we can call it as Fishbone or cause and effect diagram. So first of all, I will talk about the introduction of the Six Sigma, the quality tools, and Ishikawa diagram. So Six Sigma is a powerful quality improvement methodology designed to reduce defects and improve process systematically. It uses the DMAIC cycle, which is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, which you can see surrounding the triangle in this figure. At the center, the triangle shows how Six Sigma works together with other systems like ISO for quality, Lean for flow and waste elimination, and the role for certified professionals like green and black belts. So by following this structured approach, companies can achieve consistent and measurable improvements in their operations. So this is a quality tools. There are many quality tools, but this 7 is the basic one. So you can see there is check sheet, control charts, histogram, Pareto chart, scatter diagram, stratification, and cause and effect diagram. So in my case, I will use cause and effect diagram to present in this presentation slide. So these quality tools help improve, guide, and develop projects using quality strategies. It also provides graphical methods to evaluate and interpret data. These all quality tools studied in detail on the Lean Six Sigma master programs, and it supports various phases of the Six Sigma methodology, significantly improve quality in complex industries. So this is the Ishikawa diagrams example, developed by Dr. Kaoru Ishikawa in the 1960s. So initially used in quality control to improve industrial process in Japan, now widely used in all industries. It's a problem-solving tool that helps us find the root cause of a specific issue by categorizing potential sources of variation. So each branch, or we call it bone, can be further broken down into sub-causes using brainstorming or data analysis. This is the history and creator of the Ishikawa diagram. So it was developed by Dr. Kaoru Ishikawa in the 1960s. He was a professor at the Faculty of Engineering at the University of Tokyo, and most noted for his quality management innovations and initiatives, particularly the quality circle and Ishikawa diagrams. So where does Ishikawa diagram will be used? So it is widely used in manufacturing, healthcare, education, service industries, and logistic and supply chain. So as you can see, this tool is not limited to factories only. It can be applied anywhere when there is a process that needs improvement. So now I will tell you how Ishikawa diagram or fishbone diagram works. So these are the main purpose of Ishikawa diagram, which is to identify the root cause of problems and to prevent recurrence by addressing the real issue. The other 4 points is just the additional benefits of the Ishikawa diagram. So the Ishikawa diagram helps uh, dig deeper into a problem by asking why is this happening multiple times. It doesn't just show symptoms, it reveals the underlying cause that is creating the issue. So next one, the prevents recurrence by addressing the real issue. Once the root cause is identified, it can fix the actual problem, not just the effects. This prevents recurring issues, saves time, and improves process quality. It leads to long-term solution rather than temporary fix. So imagine in a hospital, if patient keeps receiving incorrect medication, an Ishikawa diagram might reveal that the label printing system is frequently faulty on the method or machine. So fixing or replacing the system can prevent future errors. So it's not just correcting each mistake one by one. So when do you use the Ishikawa diagram? So first of all, when the cause of a problem is unknown. We use the diagram when a problem exists, but you're not sure what is causing it. It helps you explore all possible contributing factors, even ones you might not have considered. So the next one is for complex issues with many possible factors. Some problems are influenced by many different things, not just one simple cause. So the fishbone diagram helps break down the organize these factors clearly. Next one is during brainstorming or team problem solving sessions. So Ishikawa diagram is best used in group discussion. It promotes collaboration by allowing team members to share ideas and group them logically. So the last one is we use the Ishikawa diagram when we need a visual tool to communicate problems. It is a great tool for communicating complex problems clearly to others, especially during presentation, audits, or reviews. So this is the fishbone diagram example. So as you can see, the head of the fish represents the problem we are facing, and each main bone shows a category of possible causes like people, materials, measurements, environment, machines, process. So by brainstorming each category, we can dig deeper into what's really causing the problem instead of guessing, which leads to more effective solutions. So each bone has sub-bones, which is the detailed causes within each category, and the spine is actually tells us the main path from the problem to the possible causes. So this is the types of Ishikawa diagram, which is the 4 M's of fishbone diagram, 6 M's of fishbone diagram, and 8 P's of fishbone diagram. So the 4 M's of fishbone diagram is actually a streamlined version of the Ishikawa diagram, focus on 4 critical factors, which is man, machine, method, and measure. And the 6 M's of fishbone diagram usually used in manufacturing and production industries. So what is the 6M means? Which the first M is manpower, and then machinery, materials, methods, measurements, and mother nature, or we call it as environment. So the last one is 8 piece of fishbone diagram. So it is also used in service industries, business, marketing, or retail. So what is the meaning of this 8 P's? The first P is procedures, the second one is policies, place, product, people, process, price, and also promotion. And now I will tell you about step by step how to do the Ishikawa diagram and tell you the advantages and disadvantages of this Ishikawa diagram itself. First of all, we define the problem or effect. We clearly state what we want to analyze and understand the root cause of. Next one, we draw the fishbone structure. We draw a horizontal line across the page and extend it with a diagonal line branching out to the right. This will serve as a spine of the fishbone. Next one, we identify the categories. So on each branch of the spine, write down the categories under which potential causes will be listed. These categories may vary depending on the nature of the problem or effect. The fourth step is we identify the causes. So brainstorm with a team or individually to identify potential causes for each category. Write each cause as a branch extending from the corresponding category. The next step is we analyze and refine. To evaluate each cause and determine its significance and relationship to the problem or effect, you can further break down causes into sub-causes if necessary. The last step is we identify the root cause. Analyze the cause to identify the most influential and critical factors that contribute to the problem or effect. This will help you prioritize your actions for resolution. So instead of using the Ishikawa diagram, we can use 5W1H method as the alternative categories for service industry. So the first W is what. The question will be asked is like what should be improved, what is the purpose of improvement. So the second W is where, and then when, who, how, and the last W is why. Okay, we think over and discuss the above 5 questions by asking more why and then find out the best solution for improvement. This is another alternative categories for service industry, which is 4S: surroundings, system, suppliers, and skills. Each S represents a critical area that can contribute to a problem. By analyzing these categories, teams can uncover root causes and develop effective solutions. So when to use the FE's 4S? This method is particularly helpful in non-manufacturing settings like healthcare, retail, hospitality, and customer service, where the cause of issues are often related to people, process, or external factors rather than machinery or raw materials. Now let's look at the advantages of using the Ishikawa diagram. First, it makes it easy to see how different causes are linked to a problem. This visual format helps us understand the situation more clearly. Second, it encourages teamwork. Everyone can share their ideas, which gives us more insights and different perspectives. The third one is it helps us organize all possible costs into categories like materials, machines, people, and so on, so we can focus better on finding the root cause. However, there are also some disadvantages. One issue is that it doesn't tell us how serious each cost is. It is more visual than analytical. Also, for complex problems, it can take a lot of time and effort to complete the diagram. And lastly, if the team is not well guided, the discussion can go off track and the diagram becomes messy or unclear. Now let's look at the example and analysis of the Ishikawa diagram. This is the real example that I took from the research, material research. They're using the 6 amps fishbone diagram. So the main for this 6 amps is human factors, and the machine is equipment tools. The method is process and techniques. The material is raw materials or inputs. The measurement is inspection control, and the management is organizational factors. So how does Ishikawa diagram helps problem solving? So the first one is helps find root causes, not just symptoms. So many times teams try to fix problems by treating surface level symptoms like delays or defects without understanding why they are happening. The Ishikawa diagram force us to dig deeper and ask why multiple times to reach the real cause. This prevents temporary fix and leads to long-term solutions. So next one is support structure thinking and decision making. The diagram organizes causes into categories, making the analysis more systematic and logical. It helps teams avoid random guessing by following a step-by-step breakdown of potential causes. This structure makes it easier to prioritize causes for further investigation or testing. So the last one is widely used in Six Sigma. In the DMAIC cycle of Six Sigma, which is define, measure, analyze, improve, control, the Ishikawa diagram is most useful in the analyze phase. It helps identify potential root causes of variation, defects, or inefficiencies. Combined with the data collection, it supports evidence-based decision to improve quality. So for the conclusion, the Ishikawa diagram is more than just a chart. It is a tool that helps us get to the real source of a problem, not just the surface symptoms. It gives us a structured way of thinking. So instead of guessing, we explore all possible causes under categories like people, process, and environment. That is why it is widely used in Six Sigma projects, especially during analyze phase to support data-driven problem solving. So Ishikawa diagram is a powerful tool for visually identifying the root cause of a problem, and it was introduced by Dr. Kaoru Ishikawa. And the diagram helps us organize costs into categories, whether you are in manufacturing using the 6 amps or in service using 4S or 8P. So most importantly, Ishikawa diagram is a great tool for team-based problem solving because it encourages collaboration, discussion, and a shared understanding of the issue.